episode of Juk Len. I'm Mariama.
And I'm Kinneh.
So recently the World Cup has been a very interesting topic that has been going around on social media, Twitter, Facebook, wherever. So we thought it'd only be right if we do an episode about football.
Yeah, and everyone's met a boy that wants to be a footballer when they grow up, so it's only right.
Until they injure themselves and then can't be a footballer anymore. So today we are joined by the very lovely and tall Muhammadu Faal. Big man, how tall are you again?
I measure myself in time, like, I think I'm 6'4", innit?
Keep on getting every time on Twitter, he's always like
6'5" with shoes, innit?
6'5" with shoes. Sorry, boss. Sorry, boss.
Be rooting for England until England got to a certain point, and then they're like, "Oh, it's coming home."
Because everyone's rooting for their like own country. Yeah.
And then
it's just like, oh.
I always support England, innit?
Yeah.
But to this World Cup, it was like half-hearted, innit? I didn't even shout like.
It wasn't until Senegal got out, and I was like, okay. Yeah, that's alright. Let me support the country I was born in now.
Yeah.
And then even when France won, everyone's like, yeah, the Africans won.
Like, it's actually so funny.
Yeah.
I actually predicted them to win the thing first.
Really?
Yeah, but I didn't shout it. You know what? I tweeted it and then I deleted it.
How you should have had it as the evidence, like.
My heart was broken.
Well, who do you think's gonna win next year? Gambia, yeah? I mean, well, not next year. Sorry.
Yeah, I'm good at Gambia. Go on.
Well, yeah, I think we've never been qualified.
Let's get into African Cup of Nations first.
You never know. Oh yeah, that's true. World Cup.
That would be nice.
That should be the goal first.
Yeah.
I think that's what we should be focusing on.
Exactly.
Anyway, from Gambia's perspective. Anyway, I think that's what we should be focusing on.
Do you ever see yourself maybe perhaps playing for Gambia one day?
It's the dream.
Really?
Like before, obviously, when I was young, I never ever used to think about playing for Gambia. It was more of a thing like England, because that was what was in my head. And we had the biggest team.
Yeah.
To play for. But as you get older, you understand like where you come from, your roots. Like you get connected more with other people's things. Like I want to play for Gambia.
Like why not?
Like, do you know what I mean? It's very possible. Like England's for now, I don't know, but it's still possible. Do you know what I mean? Gambia are very, very possible.
It's very possible. Yeah.
I believe that I can do that. I believe I will do that. Do you know what I mean?
Love that energy. Love that energy.
No, I believe I will do it, but it's up to me, innit? Do you know what I mean? How hard I work, how serious I take myself.
But at the moment, you seem like you're taking it seriously. I mean,
I am.
Every time I call you, you're always in training. You can't film me on Saturdays because you're playing football. So tell us a bit about it. Like, how did you actually get into it, and how have you gotten to where you are now?
How did I get into football?
Like in terms of playing professionally and everything.
When I was 18, I think I just came out of college, you know. I think I came out of college. Yeah, I think I finished my college. At that time I was in a little program, like college and football, football and work. I was doing that, but my time had finished there, and they asked me to come for a third year, but I was like, that's not what I want to do. That's not what I want to do. So literally left there, and I was left with no team. And then I think one day, it was one afternoon, my friend called me. I think it was on a Saturday.
Always on Saturday, isn't it?
Saturday, he called me around like 11, saying, "Do you want to play in a game?" I was like, "I ain't doing that today, so
why not?
Just go." The game was at 12:30. Woke up, showered, left my house, went, played that game. I think I scored about like 3 goals, something like that. What? But at that time, I didn't know that the person that was watching me, or the person that was there, was gonna help me to actually do what I wanted to do. Like, it's funny how life works, isn't it? Like, I really think that day it was destiny, like, for me to go and play and do.
Because imagine if you said no and you just carried on sleeping.
I think about that.
You wouldn't be here today.
I think about it all the time. Like, that yes on the phone literally changed my life. Like, for the foreseeable future, and it literally changed. Imagine if I was lazy and I said,
and you said no.
Like,
what would you be doing?
I don't know what I'd be doing. Actually, no, uni.
You all know about uni, boy.
I'd be in uni.
Probably not doing what it is you want to do.
Probably like, yeah. I probably would give up football.
God's plan, that's it.
Alright, it is actually God's plan. It's God's plan.
I think that's one thing I'm looking to do more of in life. Just say to as many opportunities as I can. Because if we didn't say to this, we wouldn't be here either. Do you know what I mean?
Even if you think it's not going to be
If it doesn't turn out great, you never know. There's no harm in trying.
There's actually not, like, even just go and see what it's about, like, just go do it, like, just take a punt on it. 100%. You never know what can come out of it. And that guy that saw me that day, I think he got my number from my friend. Then he started talking to me, telling me how impressive I was, and then saying I want to see more of you. And then from that day, I think he spoke to me every single day until I went to Italy. Wow. Like, I think we met in May. I went in August.
Oh wow.
Nuts.
So he was proper pushing you. He wanted this for you. He saw potential.
But from there, he was like, I want to see you play more, because he was like, this could be a fluke. Like, that you might have just had your best game. And I was like, that was light work.
What? Sorry.
But yeah, and then he saw me play about, let's say, 3 more times, but played like 8 or 7 games. I think I scored about like 18 goals in that time. Something like that. It's nuts. Like, I've never done something like that before, but that's like God's plan, innit? Like, I was balling out, and then from there got in contact with someone from Italy, and then just like that, boom.
Just kind of from there.
I was out there, gone, and then I think I went there for a week, but in between all of that, it was just crazy. Like, my dad didn't want me to go. Imagine. He was like, nah, you're staying here, you're going uni. I even got to the point where I signed up for uni.
Really? Oh yeah, you were telling me about this.
I signed up for uni. I went to like the induction, like as if I was going uni.
But deep down,
did you know in the back of your mind that you went?
I wasn't planning. That was not in my thought. I was just like, let me just do this to make him happy, innit? Like,
which a lot of people do anyway.
Exactly, innit? But the more this thing progressed, and the more that I was bugging him, like, I want to do this, I want to do this. It was like, it's hard heart. It softened, do you know what I mean? And it was more a thing where, like,
became more open to the idea of it.
So let me let my son do what he wants to do, and let him follow his dream. So went out there for like a week. I think on the second day they were like, we want you. I was like, cool.
Impressive.
Yeah, killed it as well. And then stayed there for the first. I only stayed there with that team for 1 year.
But is that when you were in and like from back and forth from Italy and London?
The back and forth. At the time, I actually enjoyed it because I've never done anything like that. You know what I mean? Like,
with football, you get to travel a lot, don't you?
It's nuts. Like, going to Italy, seeing like, it's just totally different cultures. Like, when I first went, my eyes were open. Like, wow.
Traveling definitely opens up the mind.
I'm in Italy. Like, I remember when I was young, I used to think like, I want to go Italy. Like,
kind of like on your bucket list, and now you've kind of fulfilled it.
Like, you know, like seeing the Colosseum, like the Leaning Tower, all of that stuff. I want to do all of that.
I haven't even been yet, and I really want to go.
Imagine going there, seeing it. It's all
for work, like, how good is that?
For work. Do you know what I mean? It's like, wow,
exactly. That's amazing.
Yeah, it's nuts, man. It's crazy.
But obviously, everything isn't always, not all that glitters is gold.
So you gotta work hard to play hard. So what is the nitty gritty of being a footballer? Like, how hard do you have to push yourself?
It's every day. It's non-stop, man. Like,
even your cheat day is not really a cheat day, is it?
There is no. There's actually no cheat days. Like, you have to be really single-minded. Really single-minded. Like, you have to be
a lot of discipline, I'm guessing.
Tunnel vision. Like, it's difficult because you kind of have to fight yourself. You know what I mean? You always want to be out there.
Like, what is your routine?
My routine. It differs, you know. It differs. I can't lie. It depends on like scheduling, games. Like, it really changes on the go. Because, say for example, a game can get cancelled, then it's like, oh, there's no game. I can work out today. I can go gym maybe. But it depends. It depends. But on the average, let's say for example, Monday training, Tuesday game, Wednesday I'll probably rest, but I'll do something light. And then Thursday training, Friday some people might take that rest, but I might train. And then Saturday game, Sunday is definitely a rest. Definitely. That's mainly my week. And because I'm not where I am right now, it's not pro. That's what my week is looking like. But if I was to be if I was to move up, inshallah.
When you move up.
When I move up, inshallah, it's gonna be probably Monday. Everyday training.
Yeah, more intense and everything, innit?
Sunday.
Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, what I do, it doesn't differ much from what I'd be doing if I was in a pro setup. Like, because when I was in Italy, I was training every single day. Like, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, training. Saturday, game. Sunday, that's the only day that I rest. And then Monday, I'm back in. And that's
Must
it.
Be hard.
But, well, in Italy, it was fine because I had no friends. I had no family. Well, you always need family, but
no, you was there by yourself.
I mean, it's just me. Like, do you know what I mean? So that Sunday is great, and then I'm back on Monday. I'm like, yeah, I'm doing what I want to do. It's like, it's amazing. Like, the first year that I was there, it was unreal. Like, bear in mind, I've never experienced anything like this before. Like, everyday training, the professionalism, like, you know, getting picked up to go training, just the attention to detail to stuff. You know what I mean? Like, I've never experienced it. Like, even people noticing you on the street. Like, towards the end of my first year, I think I made my debut. I made my pro debut then. I think I was at 18. Like, I've got people messaging me on Facebook, like, in Italian, like, yo, I hope, all of this stuff. I'm like,
oh, but I'm sure that's the kind of like positive messages that keep you going.
At 18, I'm
it's
like,
new to you.
Yeah, especially at 18 at a young
I've
age.
never had it before. So
That's a lot of pressure though as well.
At the time, I didn't.
You were just gassed in it, so it was just like,
I'm literally gassed, like,
mini celebrity in Italy and everything, innit?
I'm showing my dad, I'm showing my friends, like, look what these men are saying. And they're like, yeah, that's good son, but don't let it get to you.
Humble yourself a bit.
I'm like, man, these men are gassing me. So,
were there any negative experiences that you faced while in Italy?
Plenty.
Any in particular?
Obviously, the racism. I think the racism in Italy is the worst.
Really?
Like, I've been Spain, I've been Switzerland, been Sweden.
Wow.
Italy is the worst.
Really?
Like, it's bad, man. Like,
would you say that's because
like,
of what you're like involved in with the football? Did you experience it outside of football as well whilst you were in Italy?
I think with Italians, it's a bit like...
Some Italians, let's not generalise.
Most. There's two types of people down there. There's the set that are very set in their ways. It could be old,
ignorance, basically. Ignorant
people. And then there's this side that actually want to find out about other cultures.
And they're open-minded.
They'll ask you questions.
Without trying to be offensive and everything.
Just the way that they know how to.
But they'll probably be offensive with it.
But when you read, they're trying to find out so that they don't do it next time. Like, beware.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like, probably they'll ask a question using the N-word. I'm like, bro, what did I say? And I'll be like, no, you don't do that. And they'll be like, okay. Like, I remember the first time I went there, I think my first year. The first year I went there, I think the first few days that I came, obviously they treat me like a celebrity. At this moment, I'm thinking, cool, but why?
What's the meaning of that?
What is the meaning of all of this? You know what I mean? And then I'm starting to realise it's because I'm black. Do you know what I mean? I'm the only black guy there, literally. And they're all like, obviously whispering Italian. There's a black guy. There's a black guy. And then obviously, like, they're telling me to say all types of stuff, like, do you know what I mean?
In Italian.
Yeah.
We're just going to go on a break, but we'll be back with Muhammadu Faal to hear more about his experience.
This one for a blessed Gambia. The more we work together, the more we celebrate. The more we come together, the more we celebrate. Come on, let's get together. There's a place I love to be. The Gambia, the Gambia.
There is a land not far away where the sea meets the shore on a golden beach, where the river flows through the forest in 1,000 creeks, a place where people smile and say hello. Welcome to the Gambia, the smiling coast of Africa. The Gambia.
So we're back from the break, guys, and we're still here with Muhammadu Faal talking about his experiences with football abroad.
Yeah, like, what were they telling me to say? This one word called, it's called Dio on it. It means pig god, innit? Pig god. So that's basically insulting God, but it's like saying effing on it.
Oh.
Yeah, but imagine, it was kind of funny innit, at the time. I didn't even know what I was saying.
That's why, yeah.
They must have got me to go and say it to the manager.
Oh,
it was funny, I can't lie, it was funny, but
thinking back to it, it makes you think.
Everyone, we was in a big hall, like everyone, there was about like 30 kids. They must have got me to go inside and be like, oh, manager, listen to what he has to say in it. I was like, alright, cool, I must have said it with bare vim in it.
Yo.
I was like, fuck.
So what did the manager?
Everybody's laughing, he's looking at me like, I'm like, what have I just said? But when you look back to it, it makes you feel like they were taking the mick out of you, kind of. After I realised that they were taking the mick out of me, innit? Like, but at the time it was like, oh, like, because you were young as well, so you didn't really. Yeah, but after a while I clocked on. It was the first day. This all happened in the first day. Like, I realised what was going on, and then they were telling me to say, I'm like, no, I'm not gonna say it. And then I remember one guy came into my room and was like, what's up, my nigga? I was like, oh my god. Imagine, Baron, this is my first day with London mentality. Yeah. Yeah. The inner road man. The road man's like, what? Are you dumb? These men are calling me nigga. I'm like, I was literally sitting on my bed. I stood up like, who you calling a nigga? Like, do you know what I mean? Who you calling that? And they're like, bro, like, I thought that meant my brother. Like, I'm like, no, it don't mean that. Like, I had to take him aside. Like, I had to be understanding and be like, these men are ignorant. Like, they don't understand. I had to pull him to the side and be like, don't mean that, like, it means this. If you go to London, you'll get beat up. Something will happen to you. Do you know what I mean? And they're like, oh, okay. That's one of the ones that I became really close friends with. Because he understood after. Do you know what I mean? Like, you really became close friends with him. But there's other guys that will call you that. You tell them, like, don't say it. They won't care. They'll say it. Say it to you again. But that was the first few days that I was there. But then when the football started to happen, and it started to see how good I was, or you know how I was developing, how well I was doing. Do you know what I mean? Like, it was a thing of respect that was starting to happen. So the N word that started to happen, like, that was there at the start. It disappeared after a while. There at the end. That was just my first year though. It weren't there at the end. And bearing in mind, I'm with my own age group. Some that are older a little bit, maybe 1 year. The respect thing was there. Like, do you know what I mean? By the end of the first year, top dog. Like, do you know what I mean? Walk around the place, everybody knows who I am. What's so good? I think it's a bit sad though how it had to take for you to start, developing this status in order for them to start respecting you, for them to stop calling you the N-word. You know what I mean? I feel like if you tell someone, I don't want you to say this or say like, they should respect that about you and stop it there and then. That's true. Do you know what I mean? It is true, but it's partly what they see as well. Like, I remember when I went wrong, I was lost. I was on the phone, and then one black guy came up to me. And then I turned around and he started speaking to me in Wolof. What? There's so many Gambians in Italy. He started speaking to me in Wolof. I'm like, how do you know I'm Gambian? He's like, I can just talk. Okay. So many Gambians in Italy. Like, no, I'm Senegalese. Yeah. I was like, okay, but how can you know I'm Gambian? And he's like, man just knows that. And then he just helped me get to Rome, innit? But bless him. That was the first crazy instance of like there's someone like there's someone like you, that you can relate to. Like, you always hear about backway boys.
Yeah.
You always hear about them.
Yeah.
But to actually see one, like I saw plenty in Rome, and outskirts of Rome, I saw plenty, and I actually couldn't believe it, because you know that they actually do this.
Yeah.
Like, do you know
What
what I mean?
happens? It's sad.
And then here come the Italians or foreigners coming here to judge them, because probably their clothes are not right, or they're not clean, or do you know what I mean? They don't look right. So then they look at me, someone that's patterned, someone that has nice clothes, someone that has good shoes, and they're looking at you like, why are you different to them? Like, or like, do you know what I mean? Or
the better one.
they should treat me like
their own, because of
like they're trying to put me in that
category,
which isn't fair on me
or them.
Or them. Do you know what I mean? They shouldn't be treated like that.
Or anyone really. You shouldn't be judging anyone really.
Exactly, you shouldn't. But at the end of the day, they're gonna judge you.
Yeah, you can't
whether I like that or like this, and they're gonna judge you. So
exactly.
At the end of the day, I couldn't take it to heart, because I was fighting myself literally in my brain, like I want to go mad, like they can't treat man like this. I've never been treated like this before. Like it's really a battle, but
you got
have
through
to
it
rise
in the
above
end.
it. Do you know what I mean? And there's different ways of going around it. One way was playing my heart out, scoring goals. That was one way. Another way was talking to them, making them understand that you can't talk like that. If you continue to talk like that, we'll fight. Like I literally had fights, almost, because I don't fight. We almost had scraps in it, like, do you know what I mean? And there was one other black boy with me as well in it, which made things easier. So obviously anything that he dealt with,
you kind of dealt with it too,
and because obviously he was there, like, calm down as well, like, do you know what I mean? Maybe if I was the only one,
I would have exploded.
It might have not calmed down as much. But the experience is crazy. That was just the first year. The second year was totally
different.
Because
so tell us a bit about your second year.
Second year. Okay, so I done really well with my age group, and then the team wanted me to come back for the second year, but this time I was with the first team now. So obviously I've signed pro, and then this time with bigger players. Do you know what I mean? More ignorant people. I can't really go and chat to them like that. I can't really pull them to the side and be like, I can, but they've grown up for so long thinking what they think, and then here's a black 19-year-old coming to tell them you can't say the N-word to them. I'm like, they're like, who am I? Do you know what I mean? So I think the second year it didn't really stop. It did, but it didn't. Like, do you know what I mean? That was my toughest year in life and in football, for a lot of reasons. For a lot of reasons.
So would you say coming out of all of that made you thicker skin to that, or?
Yeah, no, compassion, no. Nothing. Like, I was going through a lot then, a lot. So to come through that, in my head, bigger, stronger, you know, physically, mentally, spiritually. I feel like nothing can stop me now and then. Like, if I weren't to make it, or if I weren't to progress and continue, I think my career should have stopped then. For what I was going through, physically, mentally, everything. Like, all of that was all in doubt. Like, it was all shaky. Like, physically, I think I was injured for that season. I was injured for the whole thing. Like, that club at the time, I told them that I had a little problem, and they were like, no, you can play with it. Like, they told me I can play with it, and I was like, I actually can't. Like, I physically can't. So it was a thing where they kind of forced me to play in it, or they told me to play through the pain. And I was like, okay, cool. They must know what they're talking about. So I think for like 2-3 weeks I played with it, and I was like, this is not getting any better, can I stop? So I stopped about for like 4 days. I felt better. I was like, cool, no problem. This injury was a groin injury, so like if you rest it gets better, if you play it gets worse. And that's what happened for like the whole season. Stop, play, stop, play, stop, play. Some days I couldn't get out of bed. It's nuts, like you're lying there like this, like slant. You want to turn over, you're like, all here, your abdomen hurting, your legs hurting. It's like you're paralysed, your back, everything gone. Like, yeah, some days I couldn't get out of bed. And then that was happening for the whole season until like April, until I came back. And then mentally, because your body's not physically well, it's going to affect you mentally. And then any little problem outside of football is going to come affect you times 2. So yeah, and then spiritually I just felt like, you know that foundation that you have at home, like
when you're away from home.
When you're away from home,
it's
that young, sometimes it can kill you, man.
Yeah.
You can lose your way. Not as in, like, not with the praying. Like the praying 5 times a day, I've had that pattern always. But it's just like your thinking process. Do you know what I mean? What you think. Started to doubt myself a lot in everything, spiritually, physically, mentally. Just doubting myself. Like I'm trying to read Quran, like, you know, think about quotes, like really trying to change my mentality. But it's like the more I read, the worse things got. I wasn't understanding at the time. I wasn't understanding. I was like, why me? Like, why am I going through all of this? Like, it felt like it was a pain that would never stop. And then you've got outside world problems that
it all kind of plays a part.
You can actually prevent it. I don't even want to go into it too tough in it. Do you know what I mean? Because that was that. But there's things that you can prevent, but you choose to go with anyway because you feel like at the end of the day, it's like it will work itself out. But it doesn't. So that year was a year of L's, lessons.
It was tests.
So we're just going for a quick break, guys, but we'll be back after the break.
Yo, this one for a blessed Gambia. The more we work together, the more we celebrate. The more we come together, the more we celebrate. Come on, let's get together. There's a place I love to be. The Gambia, the Gambia.
There is a land not far away, where the sea meets the shore on a golden beach, where the river flows through the forest in 1,000 creeks, a place where people smile and say hello. Welcome to the Gambia, the smiling coast of Africa. The Gambia.
Welcome back. We're still here with Muhammadu Faal.
Test upon test.
I don't even think it's called an L. It's just like a learning experience.
It is a learning experience, but at the time it felt like I was taking L's, like
left, right, centre. Yeah.
it was just, that's what I felt like I was taking.
I think those kind of situations are really just for you to see, is it really what I want to do? Can I really pull through it and get through it? So when you do, you feel like, okay, like,
big sigh of relief.
100% this is me.
That question you asked, like, do I really want to do this? That's what I was asking myself, and more often than not, the answer was no. Like, do I want to do this? Like, where is this actually going? Like, do I want to do this? And the answer was like, no, I don't want to do this. Not football, but the situation I'm in right now. Like, I want to get out of it. Like, this is not benefiting me. It's only benefiting them. And I think then, in that situation, I think that's where I learned how to do things to suit myself, do what's best for me. Like, do you know what I mean? To actually say no. Yeah.
That's a grown man attitude. So
it is. I really think I had to take those lessons to actually understand that, because I don't know who I'd be now without that year. I'm actually thankful for that year.
Yeah, definitely. So it definitely shapes who you are and who you become. Definitely.
Literally, I'm really thankful, but I don't want to go through that again.
Yeah. You can only survive it once. So during that, who was your support system? Because you were out there like alone. So, I mean, family's a phone call away, but is that enough?
Felt lonely, man.
Yeah.
But support system, obviously you got your family in it. Like, dad's just there, mum's just there. You know, you got your brothers that can call you. But in terms of friends, who was even my friend back then? Mad, like, I'm thinking, like, who was my friend back then?
If you don't pick up Adam, so he's gonna bang you.
No, but sorry, bro. Yeah. But, no, obviously that's my guy. But because of how I am, I don't reach out to anyone.
Yeah,
fair enough. Some people work that way.
I'll be honest. I shot myself in the foot, but it was a thing. I have this mentality where I'm a man. I can deal with it.
Have or had?
Wait, with what?
You said the mentality.
That mentality.
Had.
Oh, mashallah, that's what I would like to hear.
Yeah, because I'm thinking, like, as a Gambian person,
let me think that. I think it's a bit of both.
Yeah.
It's a bit of both. As in, I have the mentality that I'm a man and I have to deal with it, but I had the mentality that, you understand what I'm trying to say? Like, you have to balance it. You have to know that, boom, I can actually deal with this, and you can get through it, and then you'll be like, boom, I done that.
But I feel like sometimes it's okay to deal with things, like, do you know what I mean, with other people. It doesn't make you any less of a man.
Just talk to someone.
Yeah.
Like, it's literally, I need help, but this is what I'm going through.
Yeah, just listen to me.
Yeah, just listen to my problem. This is what I'm going through and tell me what you think.
Yeah.
And it can get better. But at that time, who I was back then, this was just a year back.
Yeah.
But it wasn't even long ago. But think about then and who I was then, me, I would never chat to anyone.
Yeah.
I'll just handle it. And
you did.
And I did. Do you know what I mean? I did. But that came with coming home and actually resting. So for me, physically resting and saying, cool, I've got this under control now, my body's calm, or it's going to be calm. That kind of put my mind at rest with that. And then mentally with the outside stuff, I got rid of that. I had to, because it came to a point where it was like, is this good for me now? Like, how is this benefiting my life? And I came with the conclusions and I said, you gotta go.
That's the thing with life. Anything that's toxic to you just need to take it out.
That's a lot to go through at the age of like 19.
I know.
So, well done for surviving. Because I was going to touch on, like, in terms of like the Gambian culture, because it is a thing where personally I don't feel like there is a whole mentality of you're a man, like you're not allowed to be emotional, you're not allowed to tell people that you're like
going through
something. So
how did I deal with that?
Yeah, like, did you see that as well growing up, like in a Gambian
I remember when I was young, my dad used to be like, you know, like, he would tell me like, boys don't cry now.
Yeah.
And it's true.
Yeah. Like, boys cry, man. You lot are allowed to cry.
This is where I come from. Like, cool, boys, you cry, innit? Do you know what I mean? If you feel hurt about something, cry out, something, mate. But boys don't cry in the sense that one day you're gonna have a family, you're gonna be that cornerstone for your family, so whilst everybody's crying, you're gonna be there to hug them, make sure everybody's fine in it.
But who's gonna hug you when you cry?
No, but no matter how you're feeling, you make sure everybody's fine first. Do you know what I mean? You make sure everybody's fine first, and then you have your cry. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, that's me.
Okay, as long as you get to cry, as long as you get it out somewhere somehow.
Make sure everybody's fine first, and then if you feel to cry, then have your cry in it. But you gotta make sure that you're strong for everyone else. Like when I was growing up, my mom and dad lived together. My dad's that strong character. So when I'm seeing that, I'm like, I want to be strong too. I want to be strong like my dad.
And obviously with you being an older brother as well.
Like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I've got to be like that for them as well.
Yeah.
Like, do you know what I mean? Like, right now, like, my dad's not here. No, he's not dead, guys.
He's not in the country. He's not in the country.
He's not in the country. He's abroad, innit?
Yeah.
So I have to be. Not have to be, but
Man of the house.
I'm not in the house. You know what I mean?
Well, sorry.
He's told me that, innit? I have to assume role. You know what I mean? I'm the general, innit?
Yeah.
So I literally have to not assume his role, but
kind of just
step
in for a bit.
I have to be there for them.
Yeah.
So yeah, I have to grow up again. I have to grow up. Like, do you know what I mean? Being the oldest, when you're growing up, you have to grow up faster than everyone else.
100%.
Do you know what I mean?
I know that.
Some don't.
When I was young, I never understood it. Like, the growing up.
When you get older, that's when you start to understand it a whole lot more.
And I'm thankful that my dad, the lectures that he used to talk to me all the time.
Yeah, at the time it was like,
I was one of them kids.
Yeah.
Boom. And then maybe that one will go boom. Out of 100, one of them will stick. And it will be like, I see what my dad was saying. Do you know what I mean?
And now we're just going to get more into like the cultural side of who you are. Yeah.
So to start off with, how do you manage to still do your intensive training like routine whilst fasting during Ramadan?
Them hours are long.
Because me, I'm not even training, but I'm
Exactly
crying.
How did I do it this year? This year, I think I used to wake up around like 1. I think I used to wake up at like Zuhr or something like that. And then I'd probably chill. And then I'd train in the afternoon or evening with a couple boys. Just do training. And then I'll go home. And by then, it's like literally an hour until we break fast. And I can confirm it. But during that, like not taking in water and all of that stuff is fine. But then when you get home or when you're on your way home, I think that's the worst. It's difficult, I can't lie, but I've been doing it for so many years that
You're kind of used to it now.
yeah, it's second nature. Like, it's not really a big thing, but it depends where I'm going, who I'm playing with, and what I'm actually doing in the training session. Because this year, literally all I did was, some days I trained hard, but when I was with my boys, we're all good players and that, but we just literally just
Kind of keep it light.
yeah, keep it light. We did this thing called possession. We just kept the ball from each other, and that was that. Even though that made me tired, that's fine for me. Like, I can hack that. Do you know what I mean? So some days weren't too strenuous. Other days trained my ass off and was dying at the end. So yeah, it's okay. I'm used to it though. It's fine.
That's good. And in terms of like meals and stuff, because everyone loves their super kanja and all of that, so can you still eat that and stay fit?
I'm not a big fan of something.
Oh, get up there.
Wait till Malik the 4th is there.
Hear me out. Alright, cool. I like it. Yeah.
But
Plus sauce is better.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah. I
this is why I don't like any of you guys.
That's understandable. I just love
I
plus
promise there's nothing better coming home from a game
And then eating super kanja.
Plazas. There's nothing better.
In the end of way.
You might.
Okay,
Oh my
yeah.
God.
That's a good enough excuse. That's good.
Alright, what's your most favourite like
What's
meal
my favourite?
like Cameroon dish?
Can I have a top 5, top 3 or something?
Manila,
Top 3.
one.
Go for top 3.
Okay, alright, top 3 and then of them top 3 like
Top 3.
the first one, yeah.
This is by force.
Let's name it first, yeah. Alright, cool. Yasa's obviously going to be there.
Obviously.
So that can stay there.
Fish or chicken?
Chicken. Man's there fish, you know.
Fish is nice, you know.
2, Ramadan and Friday after Jummah is unbeatable. So that can be there as well. 3.
Ain't your plazas.
If you don't say Benachin, yeah.
Plus, I still break my top 3.
Is it?
Well, probably either Benachin or. Help me out, please.
I said, oh, I said 3.
No. There has to be a
There's
sachet.
different types of Benachin. There's like the red one,
Oh, you
white
like the red
the
one.
fish one, the meat one.
Anyone don't matter. Like, it could be red with meat, that's nice.
Okay,
Red with chicken, that's nice. Red with I mean, white with chicken, nice. Just don't give me Benetton with fish.
Oh God.
Don't. People do that, you know.
Because it's nice.
Look at you.
Because it's nice.
With the rank and the hair and everything. What? You're missing.
You're lost.
Let me miss. But
at least you're getting your proteins, I guess.
Exactly. And the meat and that, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But let's just leave it Benetton, innit? There's probably stuff that I'm forgetting at the moment, innit?
So of them 3 dishes you just named now, you're not top. You're number one.
This is by force, like
By force,
one.
Ask me to be like my mum. I can't.
No, you
This
have to.
is top 3 that come
Yeah. So basically, there's no fixed meal or anything.
You just eat whatever.
Every day's different.
Is it?
Every day's different.
But you see like someone that has fast metabolism anyway.
It's nice, you know. So banging this shit.
Especially when like you dip your bread in and stuff.
No, but there's two. There's like the tomato one.
I like that one.
And then the other one. I like the other one.
I like the tomato one.
Wait, what's that one?
It doesn't have tomato. It's like carrots and
It's kind of like whitish.
Yeah, it's like yeah.
That
That was nice. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, literally, I like that one.
That's good because you know you have quite a few footballers out there that they won't really eat a lot of their tradition. Because let's be honest, a lot of our Gambian food it can be unhealthy. It can be, but
it can be made healthy.
It can be as well. It can be.
I feel like you can. I don't know. Maybe because I haven't been in that pro environment yet.
Yeah.
I have, but not in England. Do you know what I mean? Maybe they'll tell me to stop eating.
But saying that though, you know the footballer that went up with Kerry Hilton, something in back. I don't know the Congolese one.
Oh, so it's
Yeah.
Have you not seen that video of him on social media?
yeah,
He's
yeah,
proper
yeah,
eating that. And then Congolese was eating it. Yeah, like he gets this woman to
But
cook
now
like
she
big
eats
portions
it
for him
all the time. Yeah.
and he's still like pretty good. So yeah, he's a footballer, right? What is he? Basketball? No, he's a basketball player. Isn't it? Basketball player.
Shows you don't follow sport.
Only every 4 years into football. Do you know what I mean? So I don't know. I feel like you still be able to like still eat your cultural foods, but maybe just perhaps limit it.
Change the oil, like less.
I'll find
meat,
space,
like
man.
that,
I'll find space. If they told me to stop eating, I'll be heartbroken. I'll still eat.
Just maybe eat it every now and again, innit? I think. But you were saying in your household you guys eat rice every day.
Yeah, but obviously, like
you switch it up and everything.
Sundays I don't. Sundays never. It depends, innit? You know what I mean? Like,
but I just think that's amazing how you do that and you still manage to stay in shape.
Yeah.
That is, if I could do that, boy, I'd misbehave.
Jeans, man, jeans.
And the fact that you're training as well on the side, I guess, that definitely. I think the most exercise I do is walk into the bus stop and that's it. At least
as long as you get up and get out, like
exactly,
exercise somehow.
Exactly. So, what inspirational words would you have for the young ones out there that are perhaps looking at football as a potential career path for them?
You see, with football, different ages. It's the ages. Because let's say like from 13 to 16, you obviously have doubts and all that stuff. You know, all I can say from 13 to 16 for me is just keep going, and no matter how. Eyes on me. Yeah, from 13 to 16, what I can say is like, keep going. Like, yeah, literally keep going. Like, no matter how tough it gets, keep working on your craft. Just make sure you try love the game, because even I fell out of love with the game.
Did it take you a while to like get back, like fall back in love with it again?
That's the thing. It didn't. Like, it was the thing. I was like, I don't even want to play football no more. And then one day I'm thinking to myself, like, how can I even think that? How dare I even think about that? Do you know what I mean? Like, all them years going out into the cold weather just to play football, and now I'm here sat in my room.
You boys were even checking the snow to play football.
I've played in the snow, like, I've done all of that just for me to come sit on my bed and be like,
so easily give it up.
Forget that. I'm not doing that.
You gotta keep trying, man.
So then I get up, I go again. Do you know what I mean? From them ages, 13, 16, just keep going.
Massive 13. Listen, my son, from 0 years old.
As soon as he starts walking,
you can't do it. You're doing football. We need this money.
But it's so competitive because I feel like every little boy I've met wants to be a footballer.
Yeah,
it's a very competitive field.
Definitely.
But you have to be real with yourself.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, some are not as talented as other people, innit? Do you know what I mean? but also what hard work will get you
Definitely.
there. Also, do you know what I mean?
Because look at our Gambian players as well.
Yeah, what you lack with talent, you'll make up.
Yeah.
Hard work, innit? Do you know what I mean?
Because there's so many footballers in Gambia. Like the boys I thought over there are so talented when it comes to football. You know, they're probably just doing it in the field just for fun. But then some of them get
but they actually have the
scouted.
potential to.
Yeah, but it's just that sometimes there's not a lot of opportunities there for them though. So the ones that do make it, they're seen as big inspirations as well, like yourself.
So maybe if you did make it big here, then play for Gambia, you never know. All eyes will be on Gambia.
I'm gonna do that, inshallah.
That weight is on your shoulders.
I don't mind it. That's the thing. I don't mind it. Like the pressure and stuff. Like my brother even asked me this today. Like, do you feel pressure when uncles come and say to you like good luck and like how's it going, all this stuff? I'm like, I used to, but that was only because maybe I wasn't doing what I was supposed to do. Like they're asking how's it going, and then I'm not out there grinding as I should. Yeah, of course I'm gonna feel pressure. I'm not doing what I'm supposed to do, but when you're doing what you're supposed to do, when you're working your ass off to get where you want to be, you can't feel well, I don't feel it, do you know what I mean? Because I know that I'm giving my 100%, and what will be in it. I just plan it. So yeah, but from what was it? From 16 to 18. From then, keep going as well, but you have to be real with yourself. You have to be real with yourself. Like, is this actually something that I can do? Like, is my ability, is my
Motivation, dedication.
Am I working hard enough? Is this what I want? Like, because at some point you have to commit yourself. Do you know what I mean? Like, I committed myself or gave everything to it when I went to Italy. Like, that was the only thing that I cared for. But before that, it was a thing where it's like, let me just see where this takes me. Even though I got the ability, let me just see where it takes me. Do you know what I mean? So a lot has to come together. I can't lie, a lot has to come together. Opportunity, yourself, your mindset. There's so much to work on that you can't just pin it down on one thing. It's a lot. It's a lot. The ballers out there will understand what I'm saying. That a lot has to come together. Opportunities, you know, putting yourself out there, making sure that you're doing the business on the field. Like, it's a lot has to happen, man. It's not an easy game. It's not easy, but as long as you work hard on yourself, push yourself,
you'll get there.
Yeah, and pray, man.
Yeah,
pray. That's helped me a lot. I made a prayer, what, 15? To Allah, like, oh, like, get me where I want to be at this age or at this time in this point of my life, and it's always come through. Always.
You're gonna make me cry, boy.
Always though, for real, man.
With faith and hard work, got you where you are.
I think 16, I left school. I didn't know if I was going to play football, and then he brought me to that program. Like, literally fell on my lap. I was like, okay, let me see where this takes me. Fell in love with football again, and then 18, left college. Like, okay, where now? And I put that opportunity on my lap again. Like, do you know what I mean? Last year, I came back. I had no team, injured. July comes now, an opportunity comes up. I do well again. An opportunity on my lap. I love. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's always had me. So just gotta thank him.
It's signs of what's meant to be.
That's what literally keeps me going. Like, all of this happened to me, and I'm still here. I have a bigger purpose. Yeah. And I'll do that.
So what would you say is next for you?
Goals. Yeah. This season is let me not say a big one. It's gonna be a good one. It's gonna be a good one. So just a lot of goals. Check my Twitter feed.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's about it for now.
Yeah.
So where can we find you on social media?
My Twitter is Muhammadu Faal, the chosen one. That's what my name means, by the way, if you think. Yeah. My Instagram is mads.faal. And my Facebook's Muhammadu Faal, but I don't really go on Facebook, but it is what it is.
Do you have a YouTube channel or?
I actually do, you know.
Yeah, because
Like,
you've got quite a few videos on YouTube as well. Anyway, where you've like got interviewed
I've
as
got
well.
2 YouTube videos.
Yeah.
Just type in my name, Muhammadu Faal, and then 2 will pop up in it. Yeah. YouTube channel's Muhammadu Faal as well. Yeah. But more videos soon be up. I ain't gonna do it, someone else is. But yeah.
That's great.
Well, thank you very much for coming on the show. We really appreciate it, and hopefully you have inspired the other young ones out there. And thank you very much for everyone for watching, and hopefully we'll see you on the next episode of Xale, juk len.